Another important theorem in this vector integration is Stokes theorem. The statement is like this: let S be an open surface bounded by a closed curve C and f bar be a continuously vector differentiable function. A continuously differentiable vector function. Then circulation over C or integral over C, f bar dot dr bar equal to integral over S curl f bar dot n bar ds. This n bar, where n bar is outward unit normal to the surfaces. This is also gives the relation between the line integral and the surface integral. I'm just repeating once again. If f bar be any continuously differentiable point function and S be a open surface which is bounded by a closed curve C, then we can give the relation between the line integral and surface integral as integral over C f bar dot dr bar equal to integral over S curl f bar dot n bar ds, and n bar is outward unit normal to the surfaces. The difference between the Green's theorem and this one is Green's theorem also gives the relation between line and surface integral, and the Stokes theorem also gives the relation between line and surface integrals. But here it is a generalization of Stokes theorem, Green's theorem. Stokes theorem is generalization of Green's theorem, which means when you take the Stokes theorem on xy plane, it gives Green's theorem. So that is what the exact information regarding the Stokes theorem. So Stokes theorem is a generalization of the note. I can tell you that it is generalization of Green's theorem. Green's theorem only meant for surface integration on a plane, whereas here the surface is taken in this space. So I will prove you that statement also here. That means we can deduce Green's theorem from the Stokes theorem. I am taking like this. Let some f bar be continuously differentiable vector function and S be a surface on xy plane bounded by a closed curve C. A statement is I am taking, information I am taking. Let f bar be a continuously differentiable vector function and S be a surface on xy plane bounded by a closed curve C. Then by Stokes theorem, what you can have? Integral over C f bar dot dr bar equal to integral over S curl f bar dot n bar ds. So exactly what I can tell you is here, maybe you may take in the three-dimensional space x, y, z coordinate system. Let us say this is our surface. This surface is bounded by this curve C, generally taken in a positive sense. Then this statement holds. Now I am taking the surface on where xy plane only. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. I am taking it as a surface S, and this is the curve, C, closed curve C. This is shaded region is our surface. It is bounded by the closed curve C. Then once you observe this statement, we can recollect the Green's statement or Green's theorem. For a region on xy plane bounded by a closed curve C, then we can have one statement. So that I am trying to deduce now. So let me take what f bar here is. Generally we can consider f bar equal to some f1 I bar plus f2 j bar plus f3 k bar. Am I right or not? So once it is shown, I just want to take f bar dot dr bar, line integral I am taking. So on xy plane, can you tell me what is r bar? On xy plane, clearly r bar is xi bar plus yj bar. So you can have dr bar becomes dxi bar plus dyj bar. So once you observe that it is f bar dot dr bar, if you want to calculate it, it becomes f1 dx plus f2 dy. So that we can have left hand side f bar dot dr bar, we can get it. Now similarly I can write what curl f bar is for this particular problem. I just want to calculate here curl f bar equal to. We know how to calculate curl f bar using the determinant concept I bar, j bar, k bar. Dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. And what is the components of f bar? f1, f2, f3. So I may take it is I bar times dou f3 by dou y minus dou f2 by dou z minus j bar into, I can write dou f3 by dou x minus dou f1 by dou z plus k bar times, I'm just writing here dou f1 by dou f2 by dou x minus dou f1 by dou y. This is what our curl f bar is. Now left hand side is curl f bar dot n bar ds you have to calculate. So I just want to calculate n bar also. So n bar is what? Outward unit normal to the surface S. So since it is on the xy plane, what about n bar? N bar is no doubt a perpendicular to the surfaces. It will be along z axis. If you take z axis like this, then it along that axis the unit vector is k bar. So I can write what? Curl f bar n bar equal to this k bar dot this one, we can have dou f2 by dou x minus dou f1 by dou y. It is on xy plane. We know according to surface integration ds becomes dx dy by modulus of n bar dot k bar. Since n bar is k bar, we can get k bar dot k bar is 1. It becomes dx dy. So everything we can have in our hands. So that I'm substituting into this one. So this one I am substituting into that expression. So we can have it is clearly integral over c that f bar dot dr bar is calculated as f1 dx plus f2 dy, which is equal to curl f bar dot n bar double integral over s or integral over s. We can write curl f bar dot n bar. Curl f bar dot n bar is dou f2 by dou x minus dou f1 by dou y times dx dy into ds is dx dy. So just like it is m dx plus n dy equal to integral over s dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y into dx dy. This is our Green's theorem. So we started with, this is our Stokes theorem. This is our Stokes theorem. This statement is our Stokes theorem. And we ended with Green's theorem. This is our Green's theorem. So what you can have? So when you take the Stokes theorem on a particular plane, xy plane or yz plane, zx plane, it becomes Green's theorem. So this Stokes theorem, we can say it is a generalization of Green's theorem. So this is the one important thing you should remember. Next we will come to solve one problem here. That is generally it is asking like this. For every statements we can have two types of problems, verification and application. Let us try to take one problem, verify Stokes theorem for f bar equal to 2x minus y I bar minus yz square k bar minus y square z k bar over the upper half of the surface of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to 1, bounded by the projection of the xy plane. Bounded by the projection on the xy plane. See here also we can first identify we need to verify the Stokes theorem, which means we need to verify the Stokes theorem statements. That means we have to take left hand side integration, right hand side integration, both the integral value must be same. So for that I just recall the statement once. What we need to show here is we need to show integral over c f bar dot dr bar equal to integral over s curl f bar dot n bar ds. This we need to prove this statement. That means we need to find out the line integral as well as surface integration. So I start with first one. You can take any one of these two statements. So before going to take this one, better draw a graph. What is our surface and what is our curve? I am taking here, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Let us say it is z-axis. Now what is our surface as here? The surface over the upper half of the surface of the sphere, this one. So the surface is nothing but the half of the sphere, x square plus y square plus z square equal to 1. Upper half of the surface. I am taking z-axis now upside so that you can have, suppose if you take a surface is like this. So this is what exactly our half of the sphere, upper half of the sphere. So this is our equation, s equal to x square plus y square plus z square minus 1 equal to 0. That is the surface, upper surface. This is the projection on xy plane, this curve. Okay, now let us come to take, what is this s? S is nothing but the surface. I am taking, this is our c, which is taken in this direction. Okay. Now what we need to show, suppose if you project this surface onto the xy plane, you will get x square plus y square equal to 1, which is a circle on xy plane, actually circular region. The c equation is nothing but x square. The c equation is x square plus y square equal to 1. Now let us solve this problem here or verify. For that verification we should calculate line integral and surface integration. And I first want to take line integral. In the line integral, what we need to evaluate here, f integral over c, f bar dot dr bar we have to calculate. Given f bar is clear. So on xy plane, since c is on xy plane, that c equation is x square plus y square equal to 1, that we know very well. On xy plane, c is x square plus y square equal to 1, and position vector r bar equal to what? xi bar plus yj bar and z equal to 0. So dr bar becomes dxi bar plus dyj bar. That's all. So z value is 0, so dz also 0. So we can have only dr bar equal to dxi bar plus dyj bar. Now let us take f bar dot dr bar. Once you observe that f bar is like this, f bar dot dr bar means we can have 2x minus y into dx minus yz square dy. We don't have dz, so we can write only this one. Since on xy plane z equal to 0, it becomes 2x minus y into dx. Since this z value is 0. Clear? So f bar dot dr bar is of this term. So therefore, integral over c, f bar dot dr bar equal to circulation over c, 2x minus y whole dx. There are two ways to evaluate this. Here I am taking the parametric equations. The parametric equations are x equal to cos theta, y equal to sin theta, so that theta varying from 0 to 2 pi. So this integral becomes, I am writing here, this is equal to integral circulation over c, f bar dot dr bar equal to integral theta equal to 0 to 2 pi. Parametric equations I am taking. So here it is 2x 2 cos theta minus sin theta multiplied by dx becomes minus sin theta d theta. So on simplifying, it becomes theta equal to 0 to 2 pi minus 2 times cos theta sin theta, I may write it is sin 2 theta minus of minus plus sin square theta whole d theta. So once you simplify this integration, I am write the sin theta, sin 2 theta it is. Sin 2 theta integration is minus cos 2 theta by 2 over the limits 0 to 2 pi, and plus I am write it is 1 minus cos 2 theta. For 1 minus cos 2 theta, it is a theta minus theta by 2 minus, we can have cos 2 theta integration is a sin 2 theta by 2. So it is 4. What are the limits? 0 to 2 pi. So for both the limits it becomes 0. Since cos 4 pi is 1, am I right? It is cos 4 pi is 1, cos 0 is 1 by 2, plus it is 2 pi minus 0 by 2, plus both the limits the value will be 0, so 0 minus 0. Ultimately this value becomes, this is a 0, this is a 0, 2 pi by that is pi we can have. So we can have integral over C f bar dot dr bar equal to pi. This is line integral value. Let us try to take surface integration. In this surface integration, you have to take the surface integral for that one. So we have to calculate what curl f bar and n bar and all. So I am just writing first curl f bar equal to, it is determinant of I bar, j bar, k bar, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z by f bar components. I am writing 2x minus y here, minus yz square minus y square z. Taking that one I bar times dou by dou y of this one is minus 2yz minus dou by dou z of this one is minus of minus plus 2yz minus j bar times dou by dou x of this one is 0, dou by dou z of 2x minus y is 0, plus k bar times dou by dou x of this term is 0 minus dou by dou y of this term is minus of minus plus 1. So these terms will get cancelled and this is also final. We can have only curl f bar is k bar, and more or less we can have n bar. We need to calculate n bar. The surface S is here x square plus y square plus z square minus 1. That implies n bar becomes gradient of S by magnitude of gradient of S. So I just write directly what gradient of S is. Dou by dou x into I bar. Dou by dou x of this one I bar is nothing but what? 2x I bar plus 2y j bar plus 2z k bar by, we can have gradient of this one is, sorry, magnitude of gradient of S is nothing but 4x square plus 4y square plus 4z square. Then n bar becomes, once we observe that it is 2 times xi bar plus yj bar plus zk bar by, see that gradient of S, if you simplify it is 4, we can write it as out to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. It is given that it is 1, it is a curve equation, so into 1, so implies n bar equal to xi bar plus yj bar plus zk bar. This is our n bar, this is our n bar, this is our curl f bar. So I just write what curl f bar dot n bar, curl f bar dot n bar equal to, if you simplify it is nothing but z. Now we have to take the projection of the surface this S onto the xy plane. So I am taking R be the projection of the xy plane. Let R be the projection of S on xy plane. If you are taking that is the projection of the xy plane, we can have one statement, we can calculate that problem easily with this logic that I am writing here. Let R be the projection of the surface S, then we can have like this. When it is so, this is our problem right now. I am continuing here. So R be the projection. Once it is R be the projection of the surface on xy plane, you will definitely get it is integral over S curl f bar dot n bar ds becomes, how do you write it now? it becomes double integral over r curl f bar dot n bar into dx dy by modulus of n bar dot k bar. So I just want to write now what is here r bar. So once it is taken like this, the surface x square plus y square plus z square equal to 1 is projected on the surface on xy plane, we will get x square plus y square is less than or equal to 1. That is a circular region you can get. For that circular region we have to write the limits for r. So before simplifying that, what we have, it is simply this is double integral over r. We can have curl f bar dot n bar, we know this is what z. So that I can write here z into dx dy by modulus of n bar dot k bar. This is n bar dot k bar, again it is z. So these two will get cancelled now. Double integral over r dx dy. This is r is nothing but the circular region. We know double integral over r dx dy gives the area of that surface, which implies that is equal to area of circle x square plus y square equal to 1, which is pi r square. It is pi into 1 square, that is pi. Therefore, what do you observe here finally? Integral over s curl f bar dot n bar ds equal to pi. Once you observe that the line integral and surface integral values, integral over c f bar dot dr bar equal to pi, and here also it is integral over s curl f bar dot n bar ds equal to pi. So we can conclude that therefore integral over c f bar dot dr bar equal to integral over s curl f bar dot n bar ds. Hence Stokes theorem is verified. So we need to calculate both line integral as well as the surface integral for this problem. Let us take one more problem in this one. Apply Stokes theorem to evaluate integral over c y dx plus z dy plus x dz, where c is the curve of intersection of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square and x plus z equal to a. This is the thing. So here line integration is given. We have to convert it into the surface integration with the help of Stokes theorem, and then the resultant is evaluated so that we can get this value easily. So once it is converted into the surface integration, it will be evaluated over a surface. The surface is what? The intersection of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square and x plus z equal to a, which is bounded by a closed curve C. So let us see what the surface is exactly. Suppose if you take x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. I am taking this is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So once you take like this, I may take this is the points of A, let us say. So we can have a globe. It is not circle actually. I cannot show it is a circle. So it is a ball, sphere. And then the intersection of this is total solid one, and x plus z equal to a. X plus z equal, if you take it is x-axis, this is y-axis and z-axis. Now x plus z equal to, it is a plane passes through these 2 points. So once you observe that it is just, if you cut a solid ball by a blade, a surface, then we can have a common region is a circle. Like this we can have a circle, on that ball. So this is the thing. So the intersection of the plane and the given sphere is a circle. On the surface x plus z equal to a. Clear? That you should remember. It is a surface, it is a circular surface. On the surface x plus z equal to a. So I take care of taking these things clearly. This is our C and this is shaded region our S. S is our shaded region, the boundary is our C. Now I just write here by Stokes theorem, integral over C f bar dot dr bar equal to integral over S curl f bar dot n bar ds. So before converting into this one, we should know what f bar is. But instead of giving f bar, it is given directly f bar dot dr bar. So we know integral over c f bar dot dr bar, given that integral over c circular y dx plus z dy plus x dz. Actually this means integral over c f1 d bar dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz. This is equal to integral over c y dx plus z dy plus x dz. If f bar equal to f1 I bar plus f2 j bar plus f3 k bar. So once you compare, then we can get, then we have f bar becomes f1 is y, so y I bar plus z j bar plus x k bar. This is our f bar. Once you know f bar, we can calculate curl f bar easily. What is curl f bar? Curl f bar equal to determinant of I bar, j bar, k bar, dou by dou x, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, y, z, x. So on simplifying, we can have, it is curl f bar equal to, see, I can write it is I bar times dou by dou y of x is 0 minus dou by dou z of this one is minus 1 minus j times j bar times dou by dou x of this one is 1 minus dou by dou z of y is 0 plus k bar times dou by dou x of z is 0, dou by dou y of y is 1. So ultimately curl f bar equal to minus times I bar plus j bar plus k bar. This is what curl f bar is. Now I want to calculate n bar. Since curl f bar is calculated, now n bar. To find the n bar, we are taking gradient of s by modulus of gradient of s. What is the surface s here? Here the circle, it is on the plane x plus z equal to a. So no doubt s also be x satisfying x plus z equal to a. So I just calculate this n bar equal to gradient of s from this one I bar dou x by this, that is 1 plus j bar into 0 plus k bar into 1. Do you understand it or not? Since I am taking differentiation with respect to x, so it becomes 1. Differentiation with respect to y, it is 0. Differentiation with respect to z, it becomes 1 by square root of 1 square plus 0 square plus 1 square. I may write it is I bar plus k bar by root 2. So I can write curl f bar dot n bar. What is curl f bar dot n bar? Here we clearly write it is curl f bar is minus of I bar plus j bar plus k bar dot I bar plus k bar by root 2. So it becomes minus of 1 plus 1 by root 2, that is minus root 2. Therefore integral or see is y dx plus z dy plus x dz equal to integral over s curl f bar dot n bar value is minus 2 into ds, that is minus 2 times integral over s ds. But s is nothing but it is a surface area. So what is the surface here? It is a circle. Therefore this is equal to minus root 2 times area of the circle on x plus z equal to a plane. Now the logic is that we need to find out the area of the circle. Once you observe that the area of the circle is obtained only when you know the radius of the circle. Once we observe that it passes through the point, it is a 0 0, it is 0 0 a. So in two dimension you just have it is a comma 0 0 comma a, let us say. So if the distance between the points a 0 0 0 0 a is nothing but what is the distance between these two? That is our diameter. The distance between these 2 points is nothing but diameter of the circle. So therefore the diameter of circle equal to the distance between these 2 points equal to what? Square root of a square plus a square, which is root 2a. So once it is root 2a, radius equal to, can you tell me what is radius? Pi by root 2. Am I right? Half of this one is pi by root 2. Therefore, integral over c y dx plus z dy plus x dz equal to, see that it is, we need to find out this one. So it is minus 2 times area of the circle is pi times r square, a by root 2 whole square. So simplify it, we will definitely get it is 2 minus pi a square by root 2. So this is our value. I think it is understood well. In this way we can find out, we can evaluate the line integration with the help of Stokes theorem by converting into surface integration. Thank you.